Hey guys, what is up? It's Aaron Wigwam here, and today we're going to talk about the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth dailies. There's a lot of conflicting information out there about what does and doesn't give you points in the dailies and how many points they give you and whether it's good or not. So let's sit down and actually talk about ways to get higher scores on the daily. So the dailies do make you play a bit differently than your regular Binding of Isaac run-throughs. Certain items become better, other items become worse, and when it comes to items, you do lose points for picking up items, but the points you lose are usually between about 25 and 50. They're actually very small point deductions for the items you pick up, so usually feel free to pick up just about any item you want. Also, a lot of items will pay for themselves. Items like the quarter actually give you more points than they take away. It's also important to remember that pills can sometimes affect your score. Not all do, but the things they do to you will affect your score. Popping cards will affect your score. Negative pill effects can actually decrease your score or increase your score. Picking up a pretty fly will actually count as an item, so you will lose points for picking that up. Now, our main focus when it comes to items on the daily are items that increase consumables, because consumables are always worth extra points. Coins do give you points even past 99, but they give you less points once you get past 99. They go from about 15 cents a coin to 3 cents a coin. So if you get something like portable slots, use your coins as you get them and constantly pick up coins at like 98, so you're constantly picking up a 99th coin. More points for you. Spending money on shops and beggars, as well as spending health on blood banks, do have negative effects on your score, so gamble wisely. Oh, and by the way, you do get points for the coins that Bumbo eats, so pick up Bumbo. And when using consumables, it's important to use them wisely. Using them on a gold chest costs you about 16 points for using the key, but maybe you'll get enough out of the gold chest to make up the difference. And when it comes down to rooms like item rooms and shops, you actually get more exploration points for going into those special rooms than you lose for using the key. Batteries give you 3 or 4 points, so you might as well use that consumable even if you don't need to and just pick up the battery. Now let's talk about time. Obviously, you lose points the more time you spend playing. It starts off at about 1.6 points per second, but it gets smaller the longer you play. What is important though, is you need to make it to boss rush and get your 4,444 extra points, and hush and get your 5,555 extra points. And remember, the most important thing when it comes to time strategy is if you go fast and you die, you will not win. Even if you're not that good, you just take your time and survive, you're gonna find yourself in like the top 2,000. Damage. Don't take it. The current theory about damage is that the farther down you go, the more points you lose for each damage you take. So while taking damage on the first couple of floors is not really that big of a deal, losing damage on Hush, on the Lamb, anywhere down on those lower floors can be up to 100 or more points per hit of damage. And as we said, blood banks do count against this damage bonus. I assume self-sacrifices room also take against this damage. Exploration comes down to this. You get about 10 points for every room you go into that's a normal room. You get 40 points for clearing it, and every special room is worth an additional amount of points. Secret rooms, extra secret rooms, super special secret rooms, which only I know about, item rooms, mob trap rooms, boss trap rooms, etc., etc., and etc. all give you huge point values, so explore and take everything, even when it's that terrible, crappy boss trap room with 1 gray chest in it. Do it for the points, kids. Say it with me. Do it for the points. So as a quick recap before we get into some game breaks, consumables, pick them up. Time, don't waste it. Damage, fuck that shit, don't take it. There you go, that's pretty much how you do well on the daily. Let's talk some other ways to get through the game. There's some basic game breaks that are gonna get people onto the top of the leaderboard. For example, the D20 can break the game very easily with its ability to reroll, especially if you get some kind of synergy with Sackboy that causes extra batteries to spawn, and you always have the opportunity to reroll empty chest. An empty chest counts as an item. As long as you don't leave the room, you can re-roll that into other consumables or other chests. The sacrifice rooms are one of the biggest exploits whenever you are on a daily that ends at Mom or Mom's Heart. What you'll want to do is you'll want to utilize a self-sacrifice room to go down to the dark room. You will get 20,000 floor bonus points for making it all the way down to the bottom floor. That's right, you get all the points for all the floors you skip, even though you didn't get there. If your run ends at Sheol or the chest, you may not actually want to utilize the self-sacrifice because you're only going to get about 2,000 bonus points for skipping down to that floor, a lot of people are going to make that up in pure exploration bonus, because exploration bonuses we talked about can be such a huge impact on score. But remember, self-sacrifice rooms do not carry over from floor to floor, so if you are taking advantage of them, you need to do it all on one floor. It is important to clear the entire floor first, get a sense of how much health you'll have by the end of it, and then go for the self-sacrifice room. You do not want to do what I do on a regular basis, which is get about 5 health and then screw yourself and then go to the next floor with 1 heart and no dignity. There's always farming as well. You can farm enemy spawners to get extra points, and you can farm any sort of infinite consumable break. There's quite a few. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's lots of items in this game that spawn consumables and lots of ways to break that so they infinitely spawn consumables. If you do that, take some time, get a lot of points, you know, even past 99 on everything, you will still get the points. Another very important strategy on the daily is to get a shovel or an Ewaz ruin. Awaz? The Wizard of Awaz? The shovel is particularly great on runs that end at Mom, or, I mean, obviously if you're going for a speed run, it's going to be your #1 pickup, but who the hell goes for speed? The shovel cannot get you down to the dark room or all the way up to the chest. This guy actually gets you more points than the self-sacrifice room exploit, because you can explore each of those floors as you go. Also remember that you can get the golden teleporter, and if you explore every single room on the floor, including the devil room, then you can teleport into the I am error room guaranteed, and use that to get down to the next floor as well. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll be posting more informational videos, more reviews, and next week I'll be starting my series on the history of video games, as well as I do post dailies of my own every now and then. So if you'd like to catch that or more content, subscribe down below. Thank you for joining me. I love your beautiful faces, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.